Here we continue with some more stories from April 28 of 1910 from the Youth Companion magazine, and we're going to read to you A Humble Helper, read to you by Jennifer.
The tea man is a person who drives about certain country roads in Ireland and persuades people to buy his wares. In Irish ways, Miss Jane Barlow tells a very pretty story of one of these travelers who sought shelter one stormy day in a neat cabin by the wayside. By chance he found there another visitor, a very poor, old Irish-speaking neighbor, who, infirm and half-blind, saw beclouded days, living under the sister-in-law that wasn't wishful to have her at all. On this wet day, however, great good luck was to befall her. "For what does the tea man do," says his hostess, "but takes a half-pound parcel out of his pack and give it to her as a present. Bedad did he, and wrote down the price of it against himself in his little book, the way he wouldn't be robbing his employers. And after that, says he to me, would the old woman be able to get herself the sugar to be drinking with it? And says I to him, well now, me lad, telling you the truth, she would not. She, with that he takes out 4 pence and gives it to her to buy the bit of sugar. And then the crother went down on her 2 knees in the middle of this floor, and said to the Almighty God that the man was never to want for the price of what he had given her to the last day of his life. And the tea man was in stitches, laughing that she should be making such talk over a grain of tea and sugar. But sure 'twas not laughing matter to old Molly, that does often be lying sick, and when they bring her the bowl of potatoes near a hand she'll put out to it. Dear the crothers to be pitied. But there's a good few of the young girls doing the springing, white muslin embroidery, a common cottage industry, that a lady takes and sells for them off away somewheres. So when they're paid their money for it, they do be getting old Molly her bits of tea and sugar and snuff. 'Deed, they're expecting news of a parcel of their week every day now."
All right, now how do you like the way they talk, huh? Instead of saying, I wish you wouldn't come over, they just go, I wish I hadn't wished her. You know, so it's all in the difference of how they talk and everything. So it's always nice to hear how they politely said they didn't wish to have her, is a polite way of talking for back then. So it's kind of nice to hear how they worded everything. So stay tuned and we'll bring you some more stories from the Youth Companion magazine of over 100 years ago. Bye-bye now.